Hey, hello, happy Saturday night. I'm about to watch something, um, and I wanted to stop and see what everyone else is watching tonight. It's a Saturday night. I figure maybe it's a movie night for a lot of people. I mean, it's a movie every night for me. Maybe some of you have a social life and you're out having a drink or enjoying the world, living in it, rather than cable guy over here, and I'm on a date with the screen again. But I am excited to watch something I've never seen before, which is the Tragedy of Macbeth that came out 3 years ago with Denzel Washington and Frances McDormand, and I think is directed by one of the Coen brothers. It's black and white. It's on Apple TV. I'm super excited about it. I've been taking acting classes for a while now. I've taken three. I'm signing up for my fourth here in a couple of weeks, and going over monologues and stuff. I was somehow pulled into the world of Shakespeare in the last few days, and I don't really know how that happened because I've never really been that interested in Shakespeare. But something about watching Shakespeare monologues and the tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow monologue from Macbeth came up, and I saw Denzel Washington, a clip of him doing that monologue and others on YouTube, and I thought, wow, this looks like a really great movie, and it has great reviews, and it looks like a very modern way of doing a Shakespeare thing. Now I know that's been done before, but this one seems almost like very natural. Like even, and I'm saying this as a person who doesn't know anything about Shakespeare really, but someone you watch like even a modern setting of it, and it seems to have that feel and the thy and the thou and the certain words that lend to you know Shakespearean feel. This one doesn't seem to have that. I mean, it does in a degree, and I'm definitely okay with it. But it feels more natural given the contemporary nature of my existence, if you will. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be great. I kind of expected it to be like 10 hours long because, it's Shakespeare. And hey, if you're just joining, I'm just curious what everyone's watching tonight. About to watch. One of the Coen brothers did Tragedy of Macbeth with Denzel Washington and Frances McDormand. It looks great, black and white, classic, Apple TV. And if, whatever you're watching, what are you watching tonight? Are you watching a TV show? Do you have a social life, unlike me, who's in love with the screen, like cable guy? Or are you watching something, dramatic or comedic, a movie, a foreign film? I was just telling people that I'm about to sit down and watch maybe the first Shakespeare movie I've ever seen. Although I did see Romeo and Juliet from the 90s. And I think 10 Things I Hate About You is also based on The Tempest, maybe. But those are the only two things. But it's been a really long time. So Macbeth, I'm looking forward to it. And if somebody who's watching this and it's not live and you see this up there, let me hear what you watched the other night. What's something you've watched recently that you're really getting into? I was actually thought about going to the movies, but I really couldn't find that much. Conclave looks okay. I really wanted to see the Joker, and I got to do a video about this, but obviously the Joker 2 has been trashed. But Mr. Quentin Tarantino came out in favor of it this week and said he thought it was fantastic. And I wanted to go, it just didn't work out. I decided to go for my health and take a nap because I was tired that day. And thought, I'm just going to listen to my body and not Quentin Tarantino's take. I'll watch it when it comes out. But anyway, it's gone. So that was it for Joker 2. Conclave, there's a new one out with Cillian Murphy that looks really good. Maybe a supernatural drama? I'm not sure. But it said it was supposed to go out November 1st. It's not playing around me in the Midwest, here in the upper Midwest. So maybe it's playing around you, the new Cillian Murphy movie. If it is, you have to let me know how it is. Don't spoil it, for Christ's sake. Just tell me if you liked it or not, if you thought it was good. Yeah, I'm gonna hit the food thing, and I'm gonna watch Macbeth. I hope you have fun tonight, whatever you're doing. Let me know what you're watching. If you've seen Tragedy Macbeth, let me know. Let me know what you thought. And I love Denzel Washington. He's so good. Frances McDormand too, so good. Everything looks good about it. Apple TV. If you haven't seen it, maybe we'll watch it together. I'm gonna start in about. Hey, Purple Wizards. I love purple. Is that like a? I'm trying to think of all the purple. Moondog was purple. He wore purple. He was a wizard. I don't know if anybody knows Moondog. I took a lot of his music from and used it for commercials. Some pretty. Hey, Rat loves Roblox. Roblox, boy. If you have a child in your home. Well, actually, I don't know if Roblox is for children, but I know a 5-year-old, 6-year-old who loves to play Roblox. I don't know anything about it, but it looks cool. What are you guys watching? You know, that's what I wanted to do before I fired up my old TV, my own TV. It's not very old. With the Tragedy of Macbeth by one of the Coen brothers. Yeah, I might play some Roblox. That sounds good. Yeah, why not? It's a good night for it. I don't know what FRR is. Is that like a cat type thing, like purr, but like fur, which would fit because fur. All right, that's enough jokes from It's For Real. Oh, it's hard to keep up with all the changing. Thank you for telling me. For real, yeah, it's hard to keep up with all the changes to the language. Speaking of Shakespeare, as I was about to sit down and watch some Shakespeare here, old Billy Shakespeare. That's quite a change as well from then to now, and people will be dropping FRs or whatever the future is for real. 500 years from now, who knows? Who will we even be around 500 years from now? Probably, I think so. But I think in the future, if I could, yeah, I'm not gonna look behind me. There's just the abyss and darkness. I don't know what's back there. Hopefully, hopefully nothing. There could be a husky back there. I don't know where she's at. She's somewhere around here, I think. She might be outside, actually. But yeah, nice try, though. But a good try. It is pretty dark back there. But Halloween's over. I think the serial killing is done. My favorite platform to watch movies. I mean, like streaming service? I've been watching a lot of Canopy lately. If you don't know Canopy, it's a streaming service that you have to have. It's free, but you have to have a library card to watch it. And I don't think you can buy it. I think it's like from the library system. But they have so much. And I've been watching a lot of short films lately. I put up a video today about my favorite short films that I've seen on there recently, like Edith, Roy. Oh, Roy's so good. It's got the caretaker from Harry Potter. I'll tell you another platform I like to watch is Tubi, which I was just searching on there earlier for probably hours. It felt like they have so much stuff. You get commercials, but you get commercials with everything now, unless you're going to pay. So, how about you? What's your favorite platform to watch movies? I would say for another one for me is Criterion Collection, because I feel like I'm really getting some deep stuff, some existential medicine when I watch Criterion Collection. And Canopy's very much like that. Mubi, another one. There's a really great movie on Mubi, which maybe that's a weird thing. Okay, let me read this comment if that's okay. Favorite movie. Here's a pro tip if you want views, play random games that have no purpose, and for some reason people watch it. Interesting. Yeah. Maybe maybe I'll you mean like games like board games or like just like weird games with like dice? Can I throw dice and then turn it back to me as I just talk about things? Okay, perfect. Favorite movie. It's always changing. And a lot of it has to do with recent things that I've watched. One of the things that I've always loved is Interstellar. I think it has a lot to say about everything. That line where at the beginning where they're both on the porch, Michael Caine and Matthew McConaughey. McConaughey is just sort of drinking a beer, and he says, "We used to look up at the stars and wonder about the future, and now we just look down and worry about our place in the dirt." I saw Interstellar when it came out in 2015 at least 3 times in the movie theater, and I almost was like felt like the only person. I wanted to stand up and start applauding at like various points in the movie and just start screaming, is anybody watching this? This is cinema right here. Whatever. Oh, okay. Oh, Roblox. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. I know. I know what TBH means, but thank you. Though what did I learn the other day? I've been using OFC for a long time. I'm not that old. I don't know. I don't. I feel like a lot of these. What do you call them? Abbreviations? Would that be what they were? They actually were using whatever you call those things, like TBH and all that stuff. Stephen Fry from England, a national treasure over there, was talking once in an episode of the game show, if you've ever seen it, QI, where he said that actually the founding fathers, Jefferson and Washington and all those people, they would use things like that in their letters, saved ink or whatever. I'm not sure all the reasons, but I'm Generation X, but I'm one of the younger. I'm on the younger side of Generation X, so the '90s were my thing. There's a lot of great movies. Somebody asked me what my favorite movie was earlier. Big Lebowski's up there, classic. Pulp Fiction, Swingers by Jon Favreau, or not by Jon Favreau, but starring Jon Favreau and Vince Vaughn. Whew, great movie. It kind of like the '90s music, which I felt for a long time wasn't going to age well. I thought the '80s were just going to take it and run. But the '90s have made a strong comeback, I think. He's born in the future. Back. Tell us tell us the lottery numbers for November 3rd, 2024, so I can pay my mortgage off. You can just put it in the comments. And, and if people don't, this is why people should watch this channel. Look at the comments, because somebody, a Purple Wizard, is going to drop the lottery winning numbers tomorrow. It reminds me of, if you've ever seen the, they don't scam everyone. It's called Through the Gift Shop, Exit Through the Gift Shop. It's about Banksy the artist. And I don't know if I'm rambling here, but I don't want to digress. It's related to this, but one of the things that Banksy did, he puts up like murals in illegal places, and he's wanted and he's well known. If it's one person. And anyway, he took a bunch of his artwork and he was just selling it on the sidewalk in New York, and people were buying us. 1, 2, 3, 4. You've heard it here. Boy, we should have seen that coming. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's his password. Don't just ignore that, everyone. Erase that. I'll make sure that. I can't. I'll tell people not to look at it. Help. Okay. Tell us. I forgot what the question was. Tell you need help. Red loves Robin. Red loves Robin. I think Red Robin. I don't know if you have those around there. That's what my brain went to. Anyway, Purple Wizard says he's there. Sorry, I didn't mean to assume anything, but they're going to drop the lottery numbers, the winning lottery numbers for November, did I say 3rd? 2024. Actually, I don't know if they have the lottery on Sundays. Whatever. The next one, because Purple Wizard was born in 2035, which means that the world is still alive, probably at least until 2045, because I would assume Purple Wizards is at least 10 years old. But you never know. In the future, people might be much smarter. So to be able to live 10 and come back and experience a time machine, that means, whatever. Right, okay. Perfect. So anyway, Banksy was selling works on the side of the street, and if you bought one for like $50, it ended up being worth like tens of thousands, and people just walked by. They didn't really look at it. I don't remember what that was related to. Something, I don't know. Shakespeare, probably. Oh, the comments. Yeah, people just walking by my videos, walking by the comments. They could have had a fortune. My opinion on eating walls. I've never met a delicious wall I didn't want to take a bite out of. How about a cake wall? Does that count? If you make a cake, they're not really walls, but the people have made cakes in the shapes of buildings, I would imagine. So, you never know. I wouldn't recommend it. It's probably bad on the digestive system. But if the walls are made out of cake, I say go for it. Okay, I've got to let my husky, and I can hear her howling, which is going to wake up the neighbors if I don't get out there. Tragedy of Macbeth, Denzel Washington, I think one of the Coen brothers, Frances McDormand. That's what I'm watching. I'm going to do a video about it, or I'll tell you about it tomorrow. I want to know what you're watching, or what you're going to watch, or maybe what you've already watched. Put it in the comments if you can. I hope you guys have a great Saturday night. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging out. Have fun. Good night. Good night, everyone.